Everybody, today is Tuesday, November 5th, 7:28 a.m. Eastern Time, election day, periods of volatility, right? Let's try to summarize what we have in the book right now, okay? Let's start this morning call video with a quick disclaimer. As usual, I only express my studies. I'm not a financial advisor. Future, stocks, cryptocurrency, and options trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for every investor. The valuation of future stocks, cryptocurrency, and options may fluctuate, and as a result, investors may lose more than their original investments. Okay? Especially if you are leveraged. Economic agenda today is kind of not too much calm. We have export and import, trade balance, milk actions. 9:30 we have the President Lagarde speak. She is not a pop star as Jay Powell, you guys know. But at 10 a.m. we have the ISM, right? And for me, the most important data come at 1 p.m. the 10 years note action. So before the action, usually we have a discount window. So that's time that we usually see yields spiking up, right? Because dealers always buy cheaper and with premium. Anyway, what was the summary of the market structure document that I provided to you guys yesterday? Election is always a volatility time, especially in the United States, right? But DIX, the Dark Pool Index, showing buyers and possible bottom anytime soon. In a weekly perspective, the major support higher minus DEX is located at 5,650. Also matched with important graph support and November OPEX flow support also. Tomorrow, means today, 5,700 is the put wall, breaking down eyes at 5,695 and 5,670. Regarding upside target, 5,720 is the inflection point for the upside, but the DX suggests resistance 5,715. Maximum upside target could be 5,725. You guys noticed during the overnight, we took long time to break 5,715 cash index. So now we are trading 7 points up. So we are trading around 5,719, 5,720. That was the setup as an inflection point for the upside. And consequently, very important resistance, right? Something that caught my attention that I put in the market structure document was the DIX that now moving higher at 44% in a bullish level. Okay, in a bullish level. So markets has buyers. So I post the OPEX book as well, and the two levels that I'm looking for, I mean 4 levels that I'm looking for a possibility to buy, to be long, to open a long for the next melt up. The last one tends to be the last one and end of the cycle. Okay, just go back and pay attention. Anyway, since you already reviewed the design per the summer, let's check what we have in the pre-market. Pay attention that they are suggesting that we are open at 5,720. So 5,720 now became a squeeze point, inflection point for the upside. Breaking up, target 5,735. Maximum upside target tends to be 5,745. Slightly different than yesterday that we are looking for 5,725. So pay attention in the gamma exposure. That's really different than yesterday in the pre-market. So the minus GX was acting as a magnet at 5,700, but now in pre-market we have a spread between 25 and 50. So 5,725, that if you come back to the summary, was the preview maximum upside target, is still the major resistance because it is where we flip to a positive gamma territory. So the magnet now that instead of 5,700, tends to be 5,725. So it's flipping the gamma, right? It's going back to 5,725. So the magnets tend to be 5,725. So 5,725 is still, that's where we need to looking for. Could you be a maximum upside target? But 5,720, 5,725, that's the range that you need to looking for as a major resistance. Squeeze start as soon as you break up 5,720, 5,725. Okay, now instead of you look for 5,715 as a resistance, prior resistance, in pre-market you need to look for a inflection point to the downside. Okay, breaking down, the bottom is not in yet. Okay, breaking down, bottom is not in yet. Note that 5,750 you have positive gamma exposure. So defense per gamma. Gamma means allocation, right? Gamma means allocation. So 5,715 inflection point for the downside. Exactly I put in the summary, right? And 5,720, 5,725, that's the resistance squeeze level. If you see a break, the tendency is go back and back test 5,000. It's not going back. It's the tendency is to back test 5,745, 5,750. Okay. So let's check the volume. Pay attention. Something that caught my attention right in pre-market is the minus one delta that you have in the book. So book is still showing me weakness because those delta ones. Looks like that dealers are much more intense now to sell, to provide to the market sell pressure, to define a bottom, to clean it up gamma, right? Then create a squeeze. But it's normal you see this setup, this election, followed by Federal Reserve rate decision. That's a very volatility week. We are in a weak book, not a strange book at all. Okay, so we have minus one delta, contracts open, especially in the pre-markets. We need to look for the squeeze region 5,725, 5,725, and now we need to look for 5,715 as an inflection point to the downside support. Pay attention for opening tariffs. We have some delta minus one, contracts open 5,775, as you can see. So market only show strange above 5,780, where the calls are in dominance. We have two squeeze levels per three squeeze levels per option book. 5,720, 5,750, and 5,775. Those are the resistance and consequently squeeze levels per opening test. But notice that below 5,725, puts are in dominance, but we have defense at 5,710. Calls are in dominance. My main concern right now, since we have calls in dominance in 5,710, but we have negative DEX at 5,710. So maybe they sold those contracts. That looks like. So when you sell call, you generate negative delta exposure. When you sell put, you generate positive delta exposure. So my main concern right now is that looks like this is not a defense at all. Someone is trying, to keep forcing a sell pressure. And if I'm correctly, my interpretation is correctly, those players are looking to XPX closing below 5,710. So we need to have our eyes located at 5,710 as a support. Breaking down, expect a breakdown at 5,700 and possible today to see a close finally below 5,700. Guys, take care, enjoy the day, pay attention in the levels. Don't play against the flow, don't play against the levels, right? Remember that we are in a negative gamma territory, so the pattern is totally different than the positive gamma. Means that usually we see squeezes big candles, so resistance are built to be breaked and supports as well. So respect the flow, okay? Respect the flow, especially the delta graphic, delta acceleration, gamma location. So as I said, eyes at 5,710 as a support. Also eyes at 5,720, 5,725 as a squeeze level. And if you see a break, 2025, target 45.50. Okay? Target 45 and 50. Guys, take care. Enjoy your day. As I said, election, volatility, and also Federal Reserve rates decision. Volatility week. We are in a weak book, not in a strange book so far. Let's wait a little bit to see if market give you opportunity to open a long position. Pay attention in the first page of the market structure document where we have some supports through the November OPEX book. Okay, guys, take care. Enjoy the day.